Have you ever pondered the labyrinthine process that a case must traverse to reach the hallowed halls of the United States Supreme Court? A journey that begins in the courtrooms of local municipalities and concludes in the nation's highest judiciary institution, a process shrouded in mystery for many. Today, we are going to peel back the layers of this complex system and walk through the steps that lead a case to the Supreme Court. Firstly, a case must have exhausted all possible appeals in the lower courts. This means that the case has been heard by a trial court, then an appellate court, and the decision has been challenged each time. It's like climbing a mountain. You don't just start at the top, you have to make the journey up, one step at a time. Once the case has scaled the mountain of lower courts, a petition for a writ of certiorari is filed. This legal document requests the Supreme Court to review the case. However, the Supreme Court receives thousands of these petitions each year, and the justices can only hear a limited number of cases. So what makes a case stand out from the rest? The case must involve a significant federal question or legal principle. The justices are not interested in disputes between individuals, they are focused on broader issues that impact society as a whole. The case must also be relevant to the entire nation, not just a local or state issue. Once a petition is filed, it is reviewed by the justices in a private conference. They discuss the merits of the case, and if 4 of the 9 justices agree to hear it, the case is added to the docket. This is known as the Rule of 4. The next step involves the submission of briefs, where both sides present their arguments in writing. After the briefs are reviewed, oral arguments are scheduled. This is the moment when attorneys for both sides present their case before the justices. After the oral arguments, the justices retreat to their chambers to deliberate. They discuss the case, consider the legal principles involved, and finally, they vote. The majority opinion of the court becomes the final decision, setting a precedent that will guide future cases. In summary, the journey of a case to the Supreme Court is a rigorous and meticulous process. It begins with a trial in a lower court, followed by a series of appeals. A petition for a writ of certiorari is then filed, requesting the Supreme Court to review the case. The justices, in a private conference, decide whether to hear the case. If they agree, briefs are submitted, followed by oral arguments. Finally, after deliberation, the justices vote, and the majority opinion becomes the final decision. This process, while intricate and time-consuming, ensures that each case heard by the Supreme Court is of national importance and sets a precedent that shapes the legal landscape of the United States. It's a journey of justice from the local courtroom to the highest court in the land.